Hello, 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 hello. I hope everybody's somewhat excited over the stuff we heard last night with Mr. Mufareh on the webinar. Again, he has just absolutely dumbfounded me, and I get overwhelmed with some of the things that are happening. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about Mr. Mufareh, talk about him, his mind, his heart, and where we're going. Who he is, what Onpassive is, that sort of thing, but all based on really who he is, and then give you an invitation at the end. But Mr. Mufareh is he's an entrepreneur. He's an American businessman. He's a visionary, a founder, CEO of Onpassive, obviously, which is an AI IT company, and we all know and love it as that. It's a company that's going to bring everybody in the world to one place, with a lot of quality and a lot of value. Everything's going to be at our fingertips. It's going to be including, the traffic and advertisements and publications and data transfer and data centers and physical products and social life and money transfer and just everything, right? I mean, everything. And when we talk about physical products, we're not talking about just something that's designed to make a buck either. You know what I mean? I mean, these are going to be life-changing products. And the company, Onpassive, is quickly moving towards its public opening, its public debut. And as based on current market trends and values, not to mention the 1.2 million subscriber accounts that are waiting to go active once we do open, then Onpassive is going to immediately achieve what's called a unicorn company status, and that's just based on its projected annual valuation. So I hope that you listen closely here with your heart. Forget anything that you've heard about Mr. Mufareh in the past that doesn't sync up with what I'm trying to say, because I'm telling you flat out, point blank, Mr. Mufareh's leadership and the organization, of Onpassive and before, everything else that he's been in, clearly demonstrate he has a heart for people, he's got a purpose-driven will, and he has a very, very deep love of technology. The combination of his character traits has led to the introduction of things into his business that are not only cutting-edge technologies for AI and marketing and, business in general, but it's added a moral fiber that is locked in step with the technology. It's at the core of the model as well. And it's to the extent that, quite frankly, I've never seen in 30 years of management and 30 years of administrative roles and HR type roles, I have never seen a heart and a desire to do good like I have with Mr. Mufareh and what he's done with this company. He's an absolutely innovative entrepreneur, and he's got a remarkable ability, in my opinion, for producing forward-thinking solutions that are applicable for marketing and business models. And then he's got the uncanny ability to weave those in and around ethically strategic insights, right? And so that the models become almost a living, breathing thing of its own. And it's incredible what he's done with not only Onpassive, but with things in the past. He's absolutely a man of exceptional ability. And he's got the ability to envision a future of paradigm-shifting business models like Onpassive. Onpassive is made of several of those types of models, and they consist of entire ecosystems of digital and physical products that kind of all orbit around a sphere of AI infrastructure, if you will, and all the efficiencies that go with that, through automation. And that's exactly what Onpassive is. It's huge. It is massive, and it is on the way. So Mr. Mufareh is the mind and the heart behind this radical new business that we call Onpassive, the model that focuses on delivering lots of smart business solutions, but it does it under the umbrella of Onpassive, right, as a comprehensive solution right? With the help of the AI and the automation and stuff like that, it literally is a total internet solution. And we have called that, many times before. So now Mr. Mufareh is well educated. He's got a master's in information technology from, university taught. He has more than 2 decades of real life experience in online marketing and business. This has provided for him, all this experience and this knowledge, this education and training that he's undergone has given him a very well-rounded, a very complete understanding of current online marketing and how that fits into the future global trends of it all and on the online business side, right? I mean, the man is no slouch in any stretch of the word. He's just, quite frankly, a well-respected humanitarian entrepreneur, and he has zero shortage, if you will, of intellect. I mean, he shows it, and all you have to do is listen to him and listen to it, and it comes out, right? And he uses this high-powered understanding. He uses it with heart, and he uses it to see people brought into success, into more success. He uses it to power his vision for a future where online marketing fosters a huge global economic change and to foster a complete online solution as we move into that future. And you got to know that this vision he's got, man, it's timely. It's a vision that's connected to global economics and global consciousness. It's a vision that has long-term effects for creating solutions that serve to lift humanity, which is phenomenal. You don't see that today in other businesses. And yeah, I said consciousness because Mr. Mufareh actually demonstrates an understanding of that, and he broadly relates to consciousness and humanity and things of that nature as he speaks to us in private webinars, in a mentorship status, so to speak, where he gives us life lessons. And these times that he's talking to us like that, it goes way beyond the scope of products and profits, and it gives you some value for living your life, whether you're in or out of Onpassive. It's just life lessons that he gives, and he seems apparently beyond his years with intelligence and wisdom. He's a free flowing, compassionate, long-term visionary. He has woven all of that goodwill and such into his work. The desire that he has to provide abundance and value and equity and fairness. It's all right in his business, right alongside the machine learning, the technical stuff, the aspects of his AI, and together, with that AI and the technology and the heart of what he's trying to do, he's created what he calls AI with heart, and that's all been done in an effort to create, I suppose, a standard of on-passive class excellence, and that type of excellence in his business is going to dissipate what we would otherwise probably call the greedy and unethical practices that we see in the online business community. And I think it's because of this and by this that he has rightfully said that Onpassive we are the correction to the corruption. I think that's very accurate. But he's also continually developing new ideas and new ways to implement those ideas that seem to empower people to rise up, to stand on their own, to achieve their own success. And even more than that, there's an encouragement and an empowerment there for us who are students of his, in a way, to take on leadership roles that promote the lifting of humanity in and out of the paradigm shift that is Onpassive, even as we are doing as a whole within Onpassive. And I have to say that I, for one, I am doggone proud to be a part of this vision and a part of Mr. Mufareh's company. And I know that in that I am not alone. He is an extreme blessing to me, and I am sure millions of others. And I couldn't imagine where I would be had I not joined this for a little while, going on 3 years, or actually more than 3 years. Onpassive has become, and it will become more of, a complete, total internet solution for the masses. I mean, it's got everything that we need to create and to grow and to maintain an online presence. It's relatively hands-free. It's all under one roof. It's completely automated. Quite frankly, it's going to provide more value than anything else that you will ever find anytime soon, to be sure, but probably in this generation. And more than that, he has it governed by morality and ethics. It encourages compassion and giving and servant leadership, all while providing some real cutting-edge tools and real value. And in addition to that, it can offer you a simple way to earn lifetime residual income. Now, I think it's completely safe to say, not to mention accurate, that the world is simply not going to be the same after Onpassive opens. It's all integrated to work smoothly and flawlessly. It's going to be acting completely predictably. You name it, it's there. These automation tools are going to take probably the most out of the manual processes that we do for daily business activities. And they're going to give us what we need so that we're able to be the architect of our own dreams, so to speak. I mean, namely, it's going to give us time and financial freedoms. And if you go ascribe to or learn about Catmo a little bit, you'll understand that Catmo is pretty much that we have a complete automated system that gives us the traffic and the money, and that is equal to freedom, which is actually total freedom for financial and personal time. So, I mean, mark my words, and anybody else that you're talking to about Onpassive, this is life-changing. This is world-changing stuff. Now, the founder position it's a premier position, right? It's only right now offered in pre-launch. It's the only position offered, actually, and it's offered by invitation only. But you've got to know that the door allowing access to this position is going to be closed. It's going to be bolted shut very soon, forever. In my opinion, you're looking at a month or two at most before we start some things that will, that will dictate the necessity to shut the door on that opportunity. Right now, the cost for founder spot is just $97. But in all actuality, and according to the heart of Mr. Mufareh, it is not about the money. It's about allowing those that have a goodwill and that have what we call a clean intention, a way to make a difference. It's about providing tools needed so that we can get out and do what we're supposed to do as a member of the human race, right? Those things that have to do with compassion and kindness, unity and creativity. And it's about allowing those that have a heart for a vision that's going to change the world, right? And it gives them the opportunity to join a company at its onset that is changing that world. It's about legacy and leaving a legacy. And if that's you, then join now. If it's not, then join after we launch, right? I mean, look for the link below. There should be one. If you don't have a heart for doing the kind of things that are outlined here, or if you can't get behind the vision of a man that I have described rather accurately in this, then join us after launch. You'll still do well with us, But either way, Whatever you decide, we wish blessing and blessing upon you and upon your entire family. And we hope that you will come with us, that you will join with us, and that you too will see us at the very top. Thanks.